Win streaks, baby! I went on two separate win streaks testing out this version of Dogmatika Labrynth I was messing with. I thought it was fun. I thought it was worth sharing, so we're gonna have a quick little video on it. Let's get into it. Okay, here we are. Dogmatika Labrynth, and right off the bat, you'll notice two things. One, no Maxx C. Two, no Ash Blossom. And that was really what inspired that was the TCG little event they have going on. They're using the TCG ban list, and because of that, there was no Maxx C in the event, and I gotta add in all these cool tech cards that I normally don't have space for, like Lord of the Heavenly Prison. And I enjoyed it so much that I was like, you know what, to hell with this. I'm just gonna go to ranked, and I'm not gonna use I'm gonna just pretend Maxx C doesn't exist. And it went pretty well, actually. Even though Maxx C can draw like 3 cards against Labrynth, especially if you use Lord of the Heavenly Prison, there are ways to play around it. For example, something you can do is that instead of activating, let's say, Welcome Labrynth, Big Welcome, and then Lord of the Heavenly Prison, all in one chain, if you do that, they could chain Maxx C and they can draw 3. You could go individually. You can go maybe activate Welcome Labrynth, wait, see if they Maxx C, and if they do that, then you can alter your plans accordingly. So there actually is a reasonable way to play around it, but I liked this version the best. I was testing, you can see some of those win streaks were from a couple days ago. Those are all videos of the replays of me playing Dogmatika Labrynth, and that's the win streak it's on. But only the last 5-6 wins were really me playing this particular version with Lord, and more importantly, no Maxx C and no Ash Blossom. So, like I said, this is real versatile. The reason evenly matched this year is because after I took out Maxx C and Ash, I was like, well, I just lost 6 going second cards. I should compensate, so I put in evenly. And yeah, I've been loving it. So, for those of you who don't know, Nadir Servant is what we call, and Ecclesia are the Dogmatika package. So what's going to happen is that you're going to play Nadir Servant, you're going to send 1 card from your extra deck to the grave, and then you are going to add Ecclesia to your hand. Ecclesia can special summon herself, yeah, herself, if their opponent controls a monster that's from the extra deck, I believe. And if it does that, or even if you normal summon it, you're going to grab a Dogmatika punishment from the deck and add it to your hand, which you will then be able to play. So, going first, what you can do is you can use the Nadir Servant. You can send Garura and just draw a card. So automatically you're going like, what, +2? Or if you're going second, you can send Entis, and Entis will pop something on their field. Or you can send, if you don't want to waste Entis, you can send Fossil Warrior. If you want to destroy a spell trap without wasting Entis, you can use the Skull Wagon. It's way, way more versatile. You'll notice we're playing Gallant Granite. That's because we have 2 rock monsters that are really strong in this deck that it would kind of be funny to search. So we can search Lord of the Heavenly Prison, a cracked card, protects your back row, searches something from your deck. You can use it to OTK your opponent on the next turn if you set Welcome Labrynth. When a trap card activates, it special summons itself from your hand. It's just cracked. And of course we have Nibiru, the Primal Being, the best card in the deck. In addition to that, we're using the updated ban list. So we're only doing 2 Chandragolier, whatever you call it, just to stay up to date with everything, because I don't see like the point in testing a deck that's going to just be banned. And because we have these 5 furniture cards up here, we can still do the mid-range combos of ripping a card from the hand, 2 cards from the hand if you get the full combo. And I just had a blast with this deck. A card that I'm not playing is a Dimensional Barrier. Don't know why my cap locks is on, which is really good. The reason I'm not playing this is that there are times where you could search a trap, like against SwordSoul or Brandon, on your opponent's turn, and if you search a Dimensional Barrier, their turn's over. But in a lot of those cases, I find that if you can just search any trap from your deck, a lot of the times you're just winning anyway. So I was playing SwordSoul earlier, and I was like, well, I wish I could search D-Barrier, but I just searched Destructive Durma Karma Cannon, and it was still fine either way. So with that, I'm just going to tap every card. That way, if you're some random soul who just stopped by and wants to know how to make this deck, you can. And after that, we're just going to get into the replays. I felt so good not bricking on Maxx C and Ash Blossom and the whole gang whenever I needed to draw cards. And I saw that I was doing a lot more just like set 4 pass, which is really the ideal scenario for this deck. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Hopefully you'll enjoy it if you play it. Garura, Chaos Angel, a card I don't make too often. Could just be a skill issue on my end. Very good card, Mudcracker, Nightmare Unicorn. This is also a target to send from the extra deck because it draws you a card. And with that, let's get into it. Okay, replay number 1 here seems to be against some version of branded Predaplant, Fusion, Tearlament. I don't know what's going on, but Frozen Master Ink, he knows what he's doing. So, back in the day, it used to be you didn't negate this card, but now that Branded's on 60 card decks and Branded Fusion's at 1, it's likely they don't have it. So, here we're going to get a good example of why this is so versatile and what makes it so good. So, I could pop this, I could pop a back row, or I could draw. I'm going to choose to draw, setting Garura. I'm going to add this to my hand. Garura's going to give me a card. I'm going to activate Lord. Get to grab me Dogmatika Punishment. Set 4 pass. And to me, that feels way stronger than it would have been if, imagine, Lord was Maxx C, which would have been pretty dead in my hand. Even though Maxx C is a cracked card. Imagine Nadir Servant was a second copy of Maxx C and like this was Ash. Not that I even used Stove Torby, but I also wouldn't have had Punishment. It just feels way stronger to consistently set 4 pass. And Lord protects my back row, if you don't know how it works. So I'm going to use Big Welcome. They're going to Ash, but it doesn't really matter because I still get a big body, and I can set a pot card for next turn. And that, in the other version I was playing, an Ash on Big Welcome hurts so much, but this version, like, you don't even care. They're going to try to play Branded Loss. I'm going to send Entis to attempt to pop that. They have Called By, but again, it just does not matter. And Phase. So we searched a pot card off Lord. We do have to activate Extravagance as the first thing in the main phase. Gonna send 6. What do we banish? Ooh, oh my goodness, so much happening. So we drew Lovely, which usually is unfortunate, but I tripped it off and just normal summoned Lovely. And that's because we have Rivalry, which kills Branded, and I don't want to have Rivalry with me stuck with like a rock and a spellcaster. So I do that. Which, by the way, Rivalry has really good synergy with not Lord, but Nibiru. If you're facing, like, Cybers, even if they're all, like, Cybers monsters, if you can give them, like, a Nibiru token, flip Rivalry, they just leave. Get the field spell, reset that. Yeah, this is crazy. And even though the occasional Ash will, like, draw them 1, I mean, not Ash, but Maxx C, I've noticed that don't miss it too much. And, yeah, they're gonna just leave. Believe it or not, that was 5 turns. On to the next. Going up against Vanquish Soul. Another example of what this deck can do. So I draw 2 Nadir Servants here, which sucks. And I go second. So originally I was actually playing only 2 Nadir Servant and 1 Ecclesia. Because if you have 2, like, one's useless. And it bricks in 2 different ways. Because if you have a Nadir Servant and Ecclesia in your hand, you can't use either of them. But going second, remember what we replaced Maxx C and Ash with? Evenly. Send those away. And look, now I can go Nadir Servant. Send Entis. Entis is going to pop something. Get my Ecclesia. Normal summon that. Grab Punishment. Set 4 pass. And just the consistency of being able to do that, even though I can't use Servant, obviously. But they don't know that. So here they actually Maxx C. And we go 1 at a time, give them an opportunity to Maxx C, and if they do, then we change the other one, which obviously still sucks, but at least this way they only get 1 draw, which we're going to immediately pop. So he's going to do his Vanquish Soul nonsense. I pop Tactics, which is okay, I guess. He's going to kill my Lovely. I let him. Raisin. Get Borger. Makes the link again. I do not Punishment. So we're going to switch here. When you do use effects on Vanquish Soul monsters, you're going to really want to target the Link, because the Link can't switch out like everything else can. He tries to pop my big lady, but she's unaffected because I have a face-down card. My card's going to come back, and he's going to just skedaddle. Should have popped the face-down, but again, my face-down wasn't doing anything, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Next one. SwordSoul still around. Do I go first or second here? Evenly is pretty good, so it wouldn't matter. I'll speed that up. Okay, set 3, technically 4, I guess. So I have 2 pops here with the field spell. That's about it. Don't see the Dogmatika package, but more importantly, I also don't see Maxx C or Ash Blossom. So they're going to attempt to do something. I'm going to get rid of that token, and I summon Ari, because she will get me my big lady. And big lady will be able to set a trap from deck if they don't respond. They're going to attempt to go rank 10 here, and I'm going to get rid of the tuner again, set a trap. We're going to set punishment. Lovely. Bounce that back. Get rid of that. They're going to go tactics. They're going to draw 2, tribute off, and they're going to leave. Another short replay versus Branded here. Oh my goodness, look at this hand. I don't know if I'm going first or second, but I don't care. Look at this hand. Nibiru evenly. Oh my goodness. I'm not missing those cards. Oh, I'm going first. How lovely. I think this might actually be better going second. But I'm a go Garua, draw 1, draw into another Dear Servant. Kind of unfortunate. Lord, Maxx C, because they don't know how Lord works. To be fair, sometimes, even if Lord isn't revealed in hand, if someone flips a spell trap, it can summon itself. But I guess he didn't know that, so he just blew his Maxx C. Just that Master, by the way. But everyone makes mistakes. I definitely make mistakes. He's going to try doing his brand shenanigans. Here's Lost. Attempt to do that. I'm going to flip Skill Drain because I'm just so skillful, so good at the game. I'm going to summon Lord. Lord's going to grab me a card, probably set a pot, so I can go +2 again on his turn. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a trap-heavy version of the deck, but not really. I'll see if there's one more replay. I think this dude is on Branded Super Heavy Samurai. This draw is not the best. Good thing I'm going first here. Oh, we're going to do the good old Rip 2. Ooh, droll. Good thing it doesn't matter. Going to go Clue Clock. Clue Clock, always use that first before your furniture so it can summon itself. Clue Clock summons itself. Due to its ability, I could activate a trap, bring back Lovely. We're going to rip a card from the hand. Stove Torby's going to summon itself. So he's now -2 already. Pop the Quem, reset that, set 3. Summon. And he's going to leave. And I had Eradicator. So, yeah. I just wanted to show off this deck real quick. I guess I'll talk to you guys while looking at the deck for the outro. Yeah, there it is. I thought this was pretty cool, so, which is why I wanted to show it. Maybe it's the lamest thing ever, but I went on a couple win streaks, but didn't go on a win streak anything I've really thought was interesting. But this, I thought this one was pretty cool. You'll notice that a lot of the games, it was like, well, he opens full combo, or, oh, that was unfair, that's why you beat him. But the reason that I'm constantly opening that strong is because I'm not playing the Malignant Cancer of MasterDuel, I'm not playing this thing, I'm not playing the Roach, and I'm not playing Ash. Well, the MasterDuel search system's so bad. When you look up Ash, why is Ash Blossom not the first thing? I think it's like one of the bottom entries. It's literally the bottom entry. But I'm not playing this. And I'm not saying those are like... I'm not saying like it's a bad decision to play those cards. Because realistically the format revolves around Maxx C. Like it's a reasonable choice to play it. But you really don't have to. A lot of Trap Labyrinth decks are not playing Maxx C. They're not playing Ash. And when you don't do that, you see the more busted cards more often. Because let's be honest, what happens when you usually use Maxx C? Like, they just negate it. Because the entire game revolves around negating that one card. Like, every deck starts with the same 8 cards because Maxx C exists. So it's not even really as valuable a going second tool as, say, like, Evenly Match sometimes. And it's definitely lower impact, in my opinion. But again, it does just win games on its own. But I was really sick of games being decided by like the same cards, so I decided to mix it up. I had a lot of fun, and I had a lot of success too. So yeah, shout out to that one guy said I should play a Dogmatika Labrynth. And I guess I'll see you guys for another video when I'm back with something else wacky. Bye!